Let's talk about a man who didn't just play cricket, he completely redefined it for a nation of over 1 billion people. His story, you see, it doesn't start in the spotlight. It starts in a small town, but it ends at the absolute pinnacle of the sporting world. This is the incredible story of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Captain Cool. I mean, it's a name that has become legendary in the world of cricket, right? It's a title that just perfectly captures his whole vibe. That calm, collected presence, even under the most insane pressure. But how did he get that reputation? How did he become this, unflappable leader who always seemed to be 2 steps ahead of the game? And that's the real question, isn't it? How does a boy from a place that's miles away from the traditional hubs of Indian cricket rise up to become one of the greatest captains and finishers the world has ever seen? Well, that's the journey we're going to trace. So our story doesn't begin in one of India's huge cricket-obsessed megacities like Mumbai or Delhi. Nope, it starts in the smaller town of Ranchi. It was right here, far away from the limelight and the famous cricket academies, that the foundations of a true legend were quietly being laid. His path to cricket wasn't a straight line at all. Dhoni's father worked in a steel factory, and for young MS, his first love, believe it or not, was football. He was a goalkeeper, and he was actually pretty good, known for his agility and sharp reflexes. Little did he know, those skills were about to become incredibly valuable somewhere else. Everything changed the day his school's cricket coach needed a wicketkeeper and saw the potential in this young goalkeeper's quick reflexes. He just asked Dhoni to give it a try. And the moment he put on those wicket-keeping gloves, something just clicked. It was like his natural athleticism had finally found its true home. The journey from the football goal to the cricket stumps had officially begun. But as you can imagine, raw talent just wasn't enough. The road from a school ground in Ranchi to wearing that Team India blue was paved with struggle, with sacrifice, and a test of resolve that was honestly almost superhuman. Before he became a household name, Dhoni was living this incredible double life. He got a job as a ticket collector at the Kharagpur railway station. So by day, he was checking tickets on a platform, but by night, he was out on the cricket field, training, pushing himself, honing his skills. It was a grueling, exhausting existence trying to balance a demanding job with this all-consuming dream. Through all that exhaustion, through the daily grind, this was the thought that kept him going. He would tell himself, every single day, one day, I will play for India. It wasn't just some vague dream. For him, it was a promise. And that unwavering self-belief, even when the odds were completely stacked against him, is such a huge part of his story. And then it happened. The dream came true. In 2004, he was selected for the Indian team. But that fairy tale start everyone hopes for, it didn't happen. In his very first international match, he was run out for 0, a duck. For a lot of people, a setback like that could be crushing. But for Dhoni, it was just another wall he had to break through. And break through it, he did. That setback was just temporary. See, the world was about to witness the explosive arrival of a totally new kind of superstar, one who played by his own rules and with his own incredible style. One number changed everything. 183 not out. In 2005, against Sri Lanka, Dhoni just unleashed one of the most destructive and powerful innings in one-day history. It was a brutal, breathtaking display of hitting that announced his arrival on the world stage in the absolute loudest way possible. And just like that, he was more than just a player. He was a phenomenon. You had the long hair, the fearless attitude, and of course, that unorthodox, ridiculously powerful helicopter shot. All of it came together to create an icon. He completely captured the imagination of 1 billion people. But his true destiny wasn't just to be a superstar player with a cool haircut. No, it was to be a leader who would take India to heights it had never seen before. His time as captain was nothing short of legendary. In 2007, he took a young, pretty unproven team and just shocked the world by winning the first ever T20 World Cup. 4 years later, in 2011, he fulfilled the dream of a nation, bringing the ODI World Cup home. And then in 2013, he completed the trifecta, sealing his legacy as one of the greatest captains ever. Those words. They are just etched into the memory of every single Indian cricket fan. The 2011 World Cup final. The entire country holding its breath. And Dhoni, in a bold move, promotes himself up the batting order and hits that iconic six to win the cup after 28 long years. He didn't just win. He finished it with an unforgettable exclamation mark. And that achievement right there sealed his unique place in history. He is still the one and only captain to have won all three major ICC trophies: the T20 World Cup, the ODI World Cup, and the Champions Trophy. That's a record that just speaks volumes about his tactical genius and his unparalleled leadership under pressure. So, when it's all said and done, what is the legacy he leaves behind? Well, it's about so much more than just trophies and statistics. It's about the man himself and the values he came to represent. Off the field, his character is just as compelling. He's a devoted husband and father, fiercely protective of his private life. And that sense of duty extends to his country in another way, his role as an honorary lieutenant colonel in the Indian Army. It's a responsibility he takes so seriously that he has actually served with parachute regiments. Ultimately, his name has become a symbol for so much. When you say Dhoni, you're really talking about calmness in the middle of chaos. You're talking about a masterclass in leadership. You're talking about a quiet, unshakable self-confidence. And maybe most importantly, you're talking about the dream of every kid from a small town who dares to believe they can make it big. His journey, from the railway tracks of Kharagpur to lifting the World Cup in Mumbai, it's so much more than just a sports story. It's a powerful lesson in perseverance, in self-belief, and in the fine art of finishing things off in style. Which really leaves just one final question. What will you take away from it?